Hello, Blue Jay Life Designers. I'm Sanjula Williams from the Johns Hopkins Life Design Lab. Are you looking for a job or internship experience? Today, we're going to give you some pro tips to prototype and test strategies to maximize your search. Not sure where to start? Just Google it. Mega sites like Google, LinkedIn, Glassdoor, and Indeed seem like very accessible tools, but how do you use them more effectively? Let's take a deep dive into Google to make sure you're using it like a pro and maximizing your efforts. First, open a Google search page and think of some keywords for types of opportunities that inspire you. Type in the keywords in the search box for the descriptive titles, types, or categories of work you are interested in. Make sure to include job or internship with the descriptive titles, types, or categories. For example, data analyst internship or data job. Hit enter or search. In the results, look for the blue box with the header jobs. It will show a short list of opportunities. At the bottom, you should see a blue link that says 100 plus more jobs. Click that link and a whole new interface opens with a scrollable, longer list of opportunities based on your search criteria. Along the top, we now see ways to further customize our search. We can filter them by different criteria. Filters. One of the first things you probably want to filter on is location. As you can see now, it knows my current location is Baltimore, and that's the region where opportunities first are showing. It will default to your current location. You can change or add locations by clicking on the location at the top. You can change the distance. I'm choosing anywhere. And click on cities of interest. I'm going to choose New York. You can choose as many as you want. Make sure to uncheck any cities you do not want to include, including the current location if that one is still showing. Pro tip for those looking back in their home location or virtual opportunities. You can also add the geographic location to the search in the search box. Going back home, add your hometown. If international and looking for opportunities in your home country, you can have data jobs China, for example, in your search criteria. Now, when you click location, you'll see that cities in China are listed to click on. Add terms to find virtual opportunities. Use keywords and phrases like remote, virtual, work from home, anywhere. Now you see opportunities that do not require you to be in the company location. Many have the words remote or work from home in the job title. Let's look at what you can do with date posted. Here, you can limit by past month, past week, past 3 days, and past day. Or you can change it back to all, which will also include postings made than 30 days ago. The category, title, and company type can be useful tools to modify. If you searched on types or categories, you'll be able to filter on all three. Data jobs, for example. If you searched on a job or internship title, you'll be able to filter on title and company type. Only data analyst internship, for example. The title filter opens up your search to new titles that you may not have known of that are related. The category filters by industry focus of the position, while the company type filters by company industry. It would be good to filter on both if, for example, you wanted a healthcare related company in a healthcare field. Once you have all your filters and criteria set, create a search agent by turning on alerts at the bottom in the blue box. These alerts will email you when new opportunities are posted that match your search criteria. You can do the same on many sites. LinkedIn, Handshake are just a few. You can manage your alerts by clicking on the alerts at the top in the header that is blue. Here you can choose how frequently you would like to get alerts, weekly, daily, or instantly, as they're posted. I suggest using instantly or daily to start out unless it gets too overwhelming. Make sure you put a filter on your email to have the alerts automatically go into a separate folder. You can have multiple alerts for positions with different criteria and manage them all here. Posting details. Now let's look at the postings themselves. When you click on a job title, the opportunity details will show in the sidebar. You can also save a posting to come back to later by clicking the Save. Clicking on Save in the blue header will take you to all of your saved postings. For example, when scheduling time for your search, you might allocate 1 hour on one day to search for opportunities, and another day you may have 2 hours set aside to go back and apply for all the opportunities you found once you have crafted your cover letters. Notice the blue buttons near the top of each post. These are clickable links to all the websites that Google found this posting online. You can pick what you think is the most reputable and apply on that site, but a pro tip is to go straight to the source. Instead of clicking Send to transmit your resume through the mega site, you want to just note the company name and find their website, then apply directly to their site. HR representatives are much more likely to pay attention. First, you want to copy the job title and then highlight and right-click on the company name and search on Google, or highlight plus control or secondary click for Apple computers. After finding the company webpage in a search, scroll down to find the job posting section. It's usually at the bottom of the page. Sometimes it's called careers, job postings, job openings, or opportunities. Here, it's in the Get to Know Us section under careers. Now that you've found the posting site, paste the job title and search. When you find the posting, click to apply directly to the company. Mega pro tips. So there are 3 approaches you can take. Approach number 1 is using the front door. Use Google, Handshake, LinkedIn, niche posting sites, Indeed, or direct company websites to source and initially apply for jobs. Approach number 2 is finding the side and back doors. Use networking and resources to find contacts to connect with and conduct information/life design interviews. Those are asking for advice during a time you meet in person. That's the first choice. Virtually is the second best option, and the third choice would be via telephone. Just do not go back and forth with messaging. Another thing that you can do is directly apply or inquire about opportunities. So how do these different approaches work? So the first approach, going through the front door by you just applying on websites, is probably the easiest and least time intensive. However, it alone is not the most effective because it is the front door. It's easy to find and everyone is trying to get in that way. The most effective is to find the side doors and back doors to minimize competition and maximize your odds. Use approach number 2 to find contacts in LinkedIn, for example, to conduct information or life design interviews. Directly apply or inquire about opportunities. On LinkedIn, search for the company name with a descriptor word, data, for example. You want to look for data in people. Now, you should see people that work in that company in data-related roles or roles related to the keyword that you added to the company name. From here, you can choose to connect directly, make sure you send a message, or use the group's backdoor feature to use this joker. Let's use an American one. Can we find an American one? Oh, am I still recording? Or use the groups feature to send an email without having to connect. We're in one mutual group, which allows you to see all members and search for your potential connection. Now you can send a message of unlimited length without being directly connected to them. Information interview and life design interview approach. For information or life design interviews, you can choose someone from a variety of levels. You can try for a direct contact of connection or send a message through the group's back door on LinkedIn. Depending on your goals, pick people with different years of experience. Someone new to a position might have a fresher memory of the search process and what worked. Someone with several years of experience may be better for learning key skills needed, while someone senior can provide insight on what they look for in a candidate they hire. Once you have had a conversation with someone and made a connection, it's more appropriate to ask questions at the end, such as, do you know of anyone else in your network it would be good for me to talk with? And would you be willing to connect me, or can I use your name when I contact them? This creates the web effect, where you are able to expand your network from one contact. Make sure you thank them, follow up, and keep the relationship going. Learn more about networking, LinkedIn, and information or life design interviewing in the networking workshop. The direct application or inquiry approach. For the direct apply or inquiry approach, find someone whose title could be a supervisory role. Keywords could be lead, head, manager, senior, CEO, for example. And do some digging to find their direct email. Sometimes you can guess this by searching for the form factor of the company's email system. Sometimes companies list contact information online, more so for mid to smaller companies. You can also use LinkedIn to connect, and if you're accepted, you will have access to their email, or use the groups feature to send a message with an attachment. You can take a shot that you have the right person and send your resume with a letter of application or a letter of inquiry. A letter of inquiry is much like a cover letter that starts out differently. Instead of saying you're writing to apply for an opportunity, you say you're to inquire about potential opportunities or something like that. You can learn more about cover letters in the Resume and Cover Letters workshop. So you can mix and match these approaches based on the level of effort you want to give to any particular position or company. Make sure you have a system to keep track of positions, companies, and contacts you gather. So now here is your directive. Life design has a bias towards action. Do something. I want you to begin implementing these strategies into your search ASAP. Block out some time and make appointments with yourself on your calendar. Set goals and reminders to keep yourself on track. For example, I will use Google It strategy to apply for 5 jobs and send 5 informational interview requests in 1 week. That's your goal. And your week task may look like this. Monday, 11 to 12, I will search Google, set up criteria and set up alerts, and review and save opportunities from 3 to 4. Tuesday, 11 to 2, narrow down opportunities, and then 3 to 4, find contacts on LinkedIn, make connection requests, or use group, and keep track. Wednesday, from 11 to 12 and 3 to 4, writing my cover letters and drafting my informational interview or life design interview message. Thursday, 11 to 2 and 3 to 4, complete all outstanding tasks. And then on Friday, you're able to send out your life designer information interview request and apply for jobs. So now you have a new strategy and a framework for actually putting it into action. Your life design educator can provide additional guidance or help you keep on track by checking in regularly by dropping into their office hours. Check out the Life Design webpage for your educator's bio that includes their office hours and tons of content, including LGL TV, a host of workshops and content for your life design journey. So I encourage you to take advantage. Also, let us know when you've landed that opportunity. We'd love to hear from you.